All right, you guys. So today we are going to get a look at the Droid Factory color changing playset with light and sound effects. And of course, we have two sets of the color changing droids to go along with the set, guys. So today we're going to get a look at all three of these sets. Now, all three of these sets come from the Disney parks. I got these out at Disneyland in Anaheim during my trip on the first of the year. I went out there on the first of the year and I picked up these three sets. And now we're going to get a good look at all three of these sets. So guys, we're going to get a real quick look at the box. So let's go ahead and get a real quick look at all three of these boxes, guys. So starting off with the Droid Factory color changing droid playset with light and sound effects, guys. We have Droid Factory and the description just underneath. We have a Gonk droid that also comes with the playset, so that is absolutely cool. And then of course we have an illustration of the playset itself with a very cool kind of computerized or technology style of background. And then on the back of the box, guys, we have the Droid Factory set. We have the two images of the Gonk droid color changing droid. That is very cool. It changes from gray to the dark blue color that we're familiar with. And then of course you have your drying station. You have your two dunk tanks where you dunk your figures in. You have your on and off switch. You have your push buttons for sound. You have a conveyor belt and a crane. It does retail for about 50 bucks here in California, guys. And then on the bottom of the box, you have all of your battery and battery instruction information. Now we're going to get you a look at the boxes for the color changing droids that complement the set, guys. So we have our boxes for our color changing droids, and we have various types of droids that are presented here in these two particular sets, guys. But for your boxes, you have color changing droids on either side there, your warning labels, and the same style of design as you do for the Droid Factory set. And then on the back side of the box, it illustrates the color change for each droid in each pack, which is really, really awesome. We have our Galaxy Edge logos there. The pricing on both of these sets are $39.99, so 40 bucks. Color changing droid. We also have Droid Factory and a quick description of the set. We've gotten a look at the boxes, guys. We're going to open these boxes up, set up our Droid Factory, and get a look at it. So let's go ahead and go inside the Droid Factory. So inside the Droid Factory, you see the goings on of the droid construction process. So let's get a closer look at the Droid Factory. So getting you guys a closer look at the Droid Factory, you have your Gonk droid on the crane. And you have your units across the back. You have the fans there, which are the drying area. You have your tub. And that's where, incidentally, you would put your warm water to change the color on your color changing droids, all of them featured right there, as well as the BB-8 unit and the black astromech unit at the end of the line of astromechs there. So this is our Droid Factory, and we're going to get a look at all of the features in the Droid Factory, guys. So we're going to start our feature off with looking at the color changing droids, and then we will get into all of the features for our Droid Factory playset itself. So featuring the color changing droids, we have the R4 astromech there. We have the BB unit astromech. And then of course, on the playset itself, we have the CZ protocol droid, our R2 astromech droid, then of course we have our C1 astromech droid, another BB unit droid, and then of course our Threepio protocol droid. And then in the tub we have our RA7 protocol droid. So really cool and awesome. And once again we have the Gronk droid there, so really cool. So getting you guys a look at our color changing droids, we have them all lined up here, and they're all articulated, and we're going to get a quick look at the articulation on each one of these guys just very quickly, guys. So let's go ahead and get a look at the articulation on these guys. So starting with the Gronk droid, we have our Gronk droid here, guys, and I have to be careful because the temperature of my hand actually can change the color of the color changing droids there. As you can see, the little gray patches are where I've placed my fingers on the figure. So but there is our Gronk droid, very cool. His articulation is in the legs there. You have pretty decent articulation there in the legs, in the feet. So that's really cool. But other than that, that's about it for your Gronk droid. So very, very, very cool. Next up is your RA7 protocol droid. He's a really, really cool looking droid there, guys. Get you a better look at his facial features. And again, the patches are wherever I touch them. So obviously the color changing feature works really, really well. But he is a very cool looking droid. And you have articulation in the elbows. They twist out, bend back and forth. The hands also have articulation. In the wrists, they twist and turn, so that's really cool. The legs also have articulation. You have articulation in the legs as well. Very cool. The feet twist and turn as well. So your color changing droids from the Disney parks are very much articulated, guys. And as you can see, wherever I touch him, again, he's gonna change to that color. So very cool. Next up is our Threepio protocol droid. Very, very nice looking droid, all in black. It's really cool. Our typical Threepio protocol droid. And then with your articulation, same as the RA7. And then here is your close-up look at your CZ unit protocol droid. So these are all droids that we've seen at various times throughout all of the films. This is really cool, very awesome figure. And again, same articulation as the C3PO unit and the RA7 unit. And then here, guys, is your close-up look at the BB-8 unit. It's really, really cool. And here's a look at your other BB-8 unit with the more rectangular head. And then, of course, our most common droid in the universe, which is the R2 astromech unit. Really cool. Very awesome. And then here is our R4 astromech unit. Really, really awesome. And the back side of the unit. Very cool. And then last but never least is our C7 astromech unit. Really, really cool. And there's the back of the unit. So really, really awesome. All right, guys. So I wanted to get you a closer look at the Droid Factory playset and some of the features, specifically the electronic features. So let's go ahead and get a look at the electronic features on the playset, guys. Let's get a look. So here you have your buttons, your on button, and this also runs the conveyor belt right here. So right now it is in the off position. We're going to click it on. So now we have it in the on position, and we're going to get a look at some of the sounds on the playset. So let's start with the first button there, guys. So we got our gong, gong, gong. That's cool. So our next button is going to give us our. So that's cool. It sounds like a BB-8 sound there. And obviously that is our astromech sound there. And so the fourth button gives us factory sounds. So that's really cool. And then on our conveyor belt, and so the conveyor belt has lights. Has various noises and sounds. So that's really cool. Very nice feature on your playset there. And the conveyor belt does actually move. And you can move it back and forth. So really cool. So now we're going to get a look at the color changing features using the water tubs, guys. So we're going to start with the Gronk droid here. We're going to dump him in the warm water and he should turn the gray color. So let's go ahead and put him in the warm tub here. We have our Gronk on the crane, and the crane doesn't quite go over the tub, but we'll just pop him off there and stick him in the water, and he dumps into the water, and there's a little like conveyor that actually drops the droid into the water, and we're gonna lay him down in there, see if we can get them all grayed out. And he seems to be turning gray with the warm water. I'm gonna turn them over, make sure we get them fully grayed out. We pull them out, and now our Gronk droid is in the gray color coming out of the warm water. So really cool, very, very nice stuff there. So now we're going to take our Gronk droid and put him over in the cold water. Dunk him in there. Close our little lid. We'll take our next droid. Let's go with R2. And as I had mentioned, there is a little, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we'll get a better look at it in a little bit. But there is a little conveyor here. It pulls all the way up. So as you guys can see, there's a little conveyor that pulls up. We'll get R2 on there. Lower R2 down into our water. So when you stand him up, he's actually not gonna lay all the way down in the water like you need him to. And you do need to kind of turn him over, because this particular tub is not quite as deep. I pulled my R2 unit out of the warm water, and now he's kind of a pinkish color from the reddish color that he was before. Let's go ahead and put him in the cold water and see if we can get him back into that reddish color. So once again, guys, after we pulled the Gronk droid out of the cold water, he is now back to the blue color. So that's really cool. We're going to take our pink R2 unit and put him over into the cold tank. So we take our R2 unit and put him into the cold tank, and he comes back out instantly red. So next up, we're going to get a look at the CZ protocol droid. Put him in the warm water here, guys. So we put him in the warm water, take him back out. This guy, he's supposed to be white, but he, like the R2 unit, he comes back out kind of a little pinkish and has some brown spots in certain areas. So, but pretty cool nonetheless. Let's get him into the cold water. So we pull him out of the cold water and he is back to his orange color, guys. So really, really cool. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get a look at our chopper unit, or our C1 astromech unit, I should say. I want to say chopper unit. Chopper is one of my favorite droids. Let me get Chopper into this warm water here. See if he changes. We see the head on our chopper unit is changing. So you pull our chopper unit out of the warm water, and now our chopper unit has his orange head as opposed to the black head. Really cool. And then also, I believe the leg, he has the green leg there as well. I think that also changed in the color. Very cool. Let's go ahead and put Chopper in the cold water. See if he goes back to his original state. We pull Chopper out of the cold water, and now he's back to the black and yellow and white scheme color. So really cool. So let's go with our 3PO unit. Go ahead and put him in the warm water. Thank the maker. This oil bath is gonna feel so good. So this 3PO unit is supposed to come out with the gold from the black. And I think it came out okay. Not great. It came out pretty decently. It's not C3PO gold, but pretty decent gold there, guys. So let's go ahead and put them in the cold water. So we pull C3PO, or the 3PO unit, out of the cold water, and he is reverted back to the black color scheme. So very cool color changing feature on these droids, guys. Let's get a look at our last two color changing droids. We're gonna take our RA7 droid, lay him down in the warm water, and he is supposed to turn a purple texture. And we pull him out of the water, and there he is in his purple colors. Really cool, very nice. Backside, he's all purple there. Perfect. Let's go ahead and put him in the cooler waters. So we pull him out of the cool water and he is back to the black color scheme, guys. So really, really awesome. Again, we'll go ahead, put him in the warm water there. Some of these guys want to float when you put them in the water. And sometimes you got to turn them around. So we pull him out of the warm water and he has a very beautiful green and white color scheme, as you guys can see there, guys. It's really awesome. Actually comes out really, really good. It's the orange and red colors that are the difficult ones, especially when they're supposed to turn white. It just doesn't quite go as white, but with this particular one, you do get a true green and white scheme on this guy. So let's go ahead and put him in the cold water and revert him back to his original colors. So you pull him out of the cold water and there he is back in his black color scheme, guys. So really, really cool feature with your color changing droids there, guys. All right, guys, so now we are going to get a look at both of our BB units. Let's see what colors we get from our BB units, guys. So let's get a look at our BB units. So there are our BB units. We dunked them in, pull them out, and we have our BB-8 and a red version of the BB unit. So very, very cool, guys. Very awesome set, as I had mentioned, guys. Really, really cool stuff. So getting you guys a closer look at your BB units. Very cool. You can see the color change is really good on the BB-8 unit. It converts itself from the dark blue to the BB-8 unit color that you see here. And then of course the other BB unit converts from black to red. Now there were a couple of issues with this particular set, for my particular set anyway. The first issue and the main issue that I had with this particular set is with the crane. The crane is not actually in there as it should be. It's supposed to obviously snap tight into the little slots that are in the back there. But mine seemed to keep slipping back out of the slots and wanted to lean forward, not really being in there firmly. I actually had to use a couple of pieces of tape to get it down in there, just so it would sit upright. So there was a bit of a QC issue with that particular part. Also, and I'm not sure if this is the same with others who purchased this particular item, but mine did not come with any instructions. Now, of course, this is a very simple playset, and it is somewhat self-explanatory, but it would have been nice, especially if you're gonna have children play with this, it would be nice to for it to have come with some instructions on how to put things together and what exactly to do. But other than those two particular issues, it is a very cool and very fun playset and an awesome set that you can use in a diorama setting such as this, guys. So those are your color changing droids, guys, plus your Droid Factory playset, an amazing playset and wonderful color changing droids that go from their original state to their color changing state right there, guys. What an amazing set. So I think it is absolutely awesome. I love it. And then, of course, with your Gronk droid, that gives you 9 droids. So you actually have 9 droids with this set. So really cool. I'm very glad that I picked up both the color changing droids and the Droid Factory playset. I think they are absolutely awesome, guys. If any of you have picked up this set and the color changing droids, or if you just picked up the color changing droids on their own, let me know, guys, what your thoughts are. Put those comments down below. I'd really like to know what your thoughts are on the color changing droids. I think they are absolutely awesome. The chopper came out absolutely lovely, from the black to the orange to his helmet, and then also the even the oddball leg that he has with the green on the shoulder, which starts off black, turns to its original green. I really love that one. The BB-8 also comes out very, very nicely in the color change. Also, the other BB-8 unit is very nice as well, goes from black to red. I think C-3PO is fairly decent, comes out from black to his somewhat gold color, so I think he's very, very nice as well. And then, of course, you have the other 2 protocol droid. RA7 protocol droid goes from black to purple absolutely nicely. And then, of course, you also have your CZ protocol droid, goes from orange to kind of a pinkish color. Unfortunately, I think him and the R2 unit, unfortunately, don't quite go to the white as they should. They are somewhat bright colors. R2 comes in the red. CZ protocol comes in a bright orange. And unfortunately, those colors kind of shine through even with the color change, guys. So there it is, guys. A very cool set. I really love it. Very minor issues, unfortunately, a couple of QC issues, but other than that, I think it is a very decent set. It is a bit pricey. A Droid Factory set is about $50, and then each pack themselves is about $40, I believe. So fairly pricey pack from the Disneyland parks, but if you are a collector, I think it is a very cool pack to have in your collection. So really cool stuff there, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Put those comments down below, guys. I really appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.